Hika, how are you? Happy Easter, everybody. Looks like your basement. It better not. Nobody should be living like this, you guys. Nobody. Okay? So, I'm doing this live stream as we've finished up, coming out here on Easter Sunday. A dozen people came out here today with me. And I arranged it in 12 hours, in less than 12 hours. I got a dozen good people that made a long drive. Some of them from the mountains, some of them from clear up north. This is Cherry Creek State Park, for those of you that are kind of familiar with this situation. I've been out here a lot, helping these people, trying to encourage them to be good neighbors, to be good people. Nobody accepts this as acceptable on public land. I don't. There's a lot of sadness and despair here. The hopelessness. I've been out here several times, brought loads of food to make sure these people are taken care of. We had quite an ordeal here today, you guys. And while we got quite a bit done, look how much. This took 12 of us. A couple hours. As we had to haul stuff up the big hill here. So what's going on here is that I wanted to help these people because government's they're gonna use some force over here. It's coming. And I've been trying to help these people help themselves. And I had an agreement with their camp leader that I would bring him help because he asked for it. He said they don't want to live like this. He can't get some of the people to help themselves. And I said, you got it. I'll make it happen. And we agreed on this yesterday. And I told him we'd be here at noon today. And I came 45 minutes early to make sure that they knew we were still coming. And I talked to him. And he agreed that they would all be helping. And when we got here, he split. Walked right by me. Said he'd be back. He and a handful of others, they split when we showed up. They knew that I was here in peace. They knew that I was here to help them and that all my friends were here to help them. And they decided that they didn't want to stick around. Well, the story was that they blamed these two individuals in this green tent down here having a domestic violence dispute. Well, they were. Let me tell you, they were. She came out of this tent. He was standing there. She was yelling at him. He was yelling at her. And she walked up to him and punched him right in the face. And that was today. Yesterday when I was here, she was having a breakdown. He was in the tent. She was picking up that cooler and that bucket and all this stuff and tossing it at him and just bouncing it off of him. And then she cussed me out, chewed me out. And I told her she better get her shit in order because we were coming back today. Apparently when we showed up, I guess we triggered her and she thought she could just continue to beat the shit out of him. Then she tried to turn on me. And I gave her a couple choices. She decided to leave. So these two will be back. So living like that, when you've got people that have continued to try to help you, that's not going to work out in your benefit. So I think that my work is done out here. And I wanted to make the effort to try to make sure that they knew that they had friendly people here. And they knew it. And they blew it. So you can only invest so much time, resources, and money, and we dumped a lot here today. In time, food, which the three of them that stayed and helped, they were great. And we took care of them. And they're going to be taken care of because they know what's up. But it got pretty ugly when the camp leader decided to come back. And we'd been working for a couple hours. He looked at me, walked right by me, didn't say a word. Went into his tent. Had his woman with him at this point. So he went in his tent, and I asked him if he was going to come out and help. And he proceeded to tell me to shut the fuck up. And then it went from there. So we decided our work was done. We talked to them about leadership. And the ones that wanted some assistance got it, and they left with the people that were more than willing to give it to them. And we made sure that we got our stuff packed up. We got plenty of food. We got a ton of food. So we're going to go find some other people that are going to appreciate it on Easter Sunday. Because this is going to take force. And that's unfortunate. It really is. But we definitely tried, and we tried hard, and I've been trying for many months with these people. And there are a few that definitely need some help with some. She need more food? You want another burrito? There are some folks out here that need some mental health assistance, without a doubt. Who ate that? Huh? The girl in the tent. What are you doing? Why'd you take it in there? Really? He's that chicken shit. He won't even come out and talk to me. You two gotta get out of here. You're not safe here. Do not stay here. Give him a couple burritos. Oh, you did? Yeah. Did you get more burrito? You got food.
Yeah.
You want? What else you want?
I was wondering if I could have one more burrito. Because she took that from me.
But you went in there.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you schmoozing up to him?
I wanted to see if he could help me fucking finish this shit up.
Well, I thought you had another tent somewhere.
I do. That's where she just got trespassed.
You just got trespassed? From where?
Over there by the hospital area.
Just hold that.
See if they can help me get the rest of this.
What is this place?
Right over there across from the road.
Okay. Are you staying over there?
No. We were trying to stay there for just like a weekend or possibly even Monday, so we could actually find another permanent spot. But
Do you
apparently
guys
we can't
not
even
have
do
any shelter at all?
that. We have tents, but as of right now, none of them are pitched.
You have to appear for this? Is this just a warning?
Yeah.
No, trespass.
But I don't have to go to court.
No?
I don't even have a warrant. All court is
Yeah, but we got a trespass notice, so
Yeah, yeah, stay up there till 12. No, this is just a warning.
she's all good. We just have to get all of our stuff.
Yeah. Where's your stuff?
all the way over there. I grabbed as much as I can.
What do you got over there?
Tent, bike cart that has extra tents.
How are you gonna get it?
I was gonna go over since she got trespassed. I'll see if she can stay up in their tent, but Rochelle is apparently the pants wearer in that tent and the shot caller.
So you don't have any shelter. This is what it's boiling down to.
What?
You don't have any shelter. That's what this is boiling down to.
No, we do. I'm telling her to go stay in this green one of mine. And that those two.
And what are you gonna do about those two?
I'm gonna kick rocks. Y'all want to do that? That is no.
That's your tent?
And I did.
And you're letting them do that shit? Why?
I wasn't letting them do shit. I wasn't aware of it in my tent.
What happened?
A lot.
They beat the shit out of each other all the time.
Yeah.
She was beating the shit out of him
They were
yesterday.
doing it in another tent that was not mine. And I told them, respect my stuff.
And all that stuff in
Respect
that
my
tent is
stuff.
yours?
No. No, just the tent. They do steal from every other homeless person, like I told you. They take whatever, whenever. And
So,
All of my shit.
what are you gonna do about getting that stuff? You want us to help you get that shit over there? Do you want to help him get that stuff?
it doesn't matter to me, I can grab it myself.
How are you gonna get it here?
I have a bike cart. Well, bike's the attention to it's just, you know,
Will you take him over there and see what's going on?
Just have to move this stuff.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to put. Will you pull the
The
car
cop,
around,
like, I was
backing up
sleeping
to the
with
the
truck?
the
cop
No.
hit you in the head.
She didn't know.
That doesn't matter. She's
Pull the
kicking
car
you.
where?
She kicked the tent.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So, hey, go with him. Go with him. Take care of that business.
The cop kicked her in the head.
To wake me up. You know how they're not supposed to kick the tents because they don't know where your head's at?
Yeah. They didn't announce themselves.
They
She was
did,
asleep.
but they announced they won't kick it.
Was it a female cop?
Sparks.
One.
Yeah, we just saw her.
Was she like old?
Well, that was real smart. Where do you think they're gonna go? How fucking stupid. So Aurora, that cop that just drove by, she just trespassed her. What the hell does she think she's gonna do? She's gonna come right over here. So she drives over here to see what? What'd she say to you?
You guys need any help? No?
Jesus, that's it. Just kick them around. It's stupid. They're gonna have to come out here and address it. Oh my God. Whatever. This is just out of control. It's out of control because this is a jurisdictional issue out here. So I don't know. They don't want to help these people. They're not gonna make any attempt to help them. So anyway, well, we're gonna go take care of that issue and So why don't you just go hang out in that green one until you get back? She'll be all right in that green one? Yeah, they're violent. They're violent. You gonna be able to get in that one? Yeah. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Just watching what's going on here. These people are in such a bad way. Damn. All right, I gotta sit in here for a minute. That little gal out there that we were just talking to, she's also got some violent tendencies. I've dealt with her before. She's clearly not high today. It's been a long day already. I gotta still take some food out.
You gonna stay here? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out here till you get back. Holy hell. Yeah, we could have done without that Aurora PD. So I saw Aurora PD pull up, have a convo. I'd already seen little Cassie rolling her cart. I think that's her name, if I remember correctly. Rolling her cart over here. That kid that I was just talking to, they're trying to steer clear of this mess. So they pitched up over yonder. I don't know, probably half a mile over here. She was over there today. He was over here helping. Aurora goes over there and trespasses her. While her man's over here helping us clean up. So she comes back over here. And now all their shit's over there. This is what I'm talking about. It's nuts. It's nuts out here. So that kid, that guy that I've talked to before, we got real serious today about him getting his life on track because, and I have a way of understanding their honesty. And he's got a warrant. I'm gonna help him clear it. It's a low-level warrant. I know when they're being honest with me and when they're not. He needs to get his ID. He's plenty capable. He just needs a little push, a little help. It's very difficult to recover your papers when they've been stolen, and they got stolen out here. But that kid was working day labor last time I talked to him, and because I've talked to him out here before, and he seems pretty genuine. Didn't realize he'd hooked up with this chick. It's like days of our lives, right? Ed, your email? No, I don't know. When'd you send it? I'll have to check if you sent it today or yesterday. I checked my email yesterday. So anyway, I guess he'd hooked up with this little gal. I don't know. Days of our lives out here. Yeah, it gets lonely. I understand. I mean, why wouldn't they want to partner up? But living this rough, it's not good. And my whole point earlier, I did do a live stream on Facebook when we first got here, and I showed up, you know, all the people out here. And what I had talked about was, if you can't even show them the example of what they need to see, then how can you feel okay about coming out here and being assholes to them, right? So if you're not even going to give them a chance or show them that people care, that people are willing, right? It got ugly. It got really, really ugly with the tent leader. And but we handled it, right? All us citizens, all us smart people, we all got together and we just handled it. And nobody got hurt. There was no violence. There definitely very well could have been. But he got mad because he got called out for his lack of integrity. And he's not used to being called out by normal people that he doesn't control. He doesn't control us. We're here to help him. And I reminded him that. Reminded him of that. You made a deal with me. And you fell through. You didn't do your part. I really got a headache. Shit. So he's gonna go help this kid get their stuff so they can come back over here. They don't want a shelter. There's actually, I don't think, there's no available shelter out here. And Denver's got the National Western thing going on, which I've been having a lot of conversations with people in Denver about that. I think things are going to get pretty ugly this week for the homeless in Denver. The National Guard is here. I don't know why you need 250 guardsmen for 600 homeless people. If they're going to get that many in there, and that's men. They haven't even finished the women's part, so you know, this whole virus thing. What are they going to do with them when they decide that all this pandemic spread is over? Why do they want to warehouse them in one central location in Denver, where it just happens to be that railroad tracks run through there? I don't know. Like, I think it's weird. And Denver forced the city of Denver, well, I'm sure it was a mutual agreement that the Denver Rescue Mission would close. And that's a ministry. They're just going to close, huh? I thought that was fascinating. The Denver Rescue Mission that takes most of their financial support from the city of Denver. Their director of that ministry makes $134,000 a year. So if they're forced to close, what's going on? You know, are they defunct, this ministry? No, I think they're very well taken care of by the city of Denver. Right? You're right, Ed. Something is up. Something's really up. And, you know, you can be your own conspiracy theorist. You can come up with your own theories. I've got my theory about what's going on. They are going to warehouse them there. This pandemic is never going to end. And just all of a sudden, government cared that much about the homeless that they gave them everything they needed. Right? Including health care. Right? I'm just curious. Who do you suppose will be the first to try out the new vaccine? Those that are getting free health care? Those that are being told, you know, come on over here, we'll take care of you. Hey, Thomas Stocks. Yeah, it is our new 9/11. What act? What are they going to call this act? The Pandemic Act of 2020. Look, do I think it's real? Do I think there's a virus? Yeah, I do. There is. It's clear that there is. People are dying from complications of a flu virus, just like they do often. It's very sad. That's right, Ed. Easy to control them. And it just might so happen that that population just drastically decreases in the city of Denver while nobody's paying attention. Right? I did talk to the men. The men of the homeless community downtown. A lot of good guys in there. There's a lot of good guys. Vets. A lot of vets. And I'll tell you what. Word on the street. It's been out. None of those vets want shelter. If they want shelter, they're at that Salvation Army for just simply what they want and need in amenities. And I found it fascinating that some of them, I was told, got some bus tickets purchased for them by some non-Gestapo people to get them out of here because they were worried that they were going to stand their ground. So I know there's bad shit to come in Denver. And I kind of have a feeling that the Denver Police Department's going to be completely off the hook on this one. Why else would we have the National Guard here? You start out with 250, right? And then all of a sudden, the homeless community starts fighting, wanting to go to shelter, being forced to go to shelter, right? Because they're gonna start evicting them again. There's lots of tents back in Denver, lots of tents. So they're going to tell them, you gotta go. And they're gonna say no. Well, there's gonna be some, uprising, some lawlessness. So being that we have 250 National Guardsmen here, I mean, we're probably gonna need more, right? Because there's gonna be possibly some violent resistance. And then there'll be people coming to the defense of that, and it's going to rile up more people, and there's this chain effect, and next thing you know, you've got martial law. American Health Patriot Act. Yeah. It'll be, 55,000 pages? What do you think? For our safety, of course. We're not going back. We're not going back to life as we knew it 3 weeks ago. It's not happening. And this is a vulnerable population out here. And I had a very long conversation with their camp leader. 2 days in a row with him. 2 days in a row. Explaining what's going to happen if they don't show efforts to be good neighbors. They're targets. They're out here acting like this, wanting to be violent with us. We're on their side. We are on their side. This camp leader, he's not high. He knows exactly what the deal is. Yeah, so martial law and quarantining healthy people, yeah, I think that's martial law. Yeah, definitely, Thomas. I do. I haven't had any, physical dealings with martial law yet. I've been out here every day, all day long, just performing my civil disobedience. And I'm healthy. I guarantee you that I'm healthy. Because here's another little secret. Well, I don't know. I'm not supposed to share my secrets, am I? Look, I got people everywhere. I know people everywhere. I passed the city's test for being a healthy person. Yeah. I could shelter pretty much anywhere I wanted to because I'm healthy. No, in all honesty, where's my antibody test? Where's your antibody test, Thomas? Because I'm guessing that since, the government hasn't quite developed the antibody test, I don't know, I'm guessing probably 90% of the population's already had it, didn't even know they had it. Yeah, I'm just throwing out numbers. We like to throw out numbers every day now. Numbers, just whatever. 90% plus 30% equals 100%, whatever. We got numbers. We got 58%. We got, 40% of people dying. We got 98% of them recovering. Whatever. It's, we're being lied to. We are being lied to. Go to my Facebook page. There's a public video. I got people. Denver Health yesterday, right in the middle of this pandemic. We are in the middle of hospitals overflowing. We don't have enough ventilators. We don't have... Wasn't one person in the ER in Denver Health yesterday. Denver Health. We are being lied to, people. Yes, there's a virus. There's always a virus. And how often do they miss what virus is coming out when they come out with their flu vaccines? So I don't get them. I am rarely sick. And if I am, I'm healthy enough. I am not immunocompromised. I don't need to quarantine myself. In fact, I need to get sick. So I build up that immunity. Duh. I'm not going to be out here living in fear. I'm not going to do it. If you are compromised or you are vulnerable to respiratory failure, you should take the necessary precautions to protect you. But the minute you demand I start doing it to help you, where's your personal responsibility? No, I'm not doing it. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. It's that simple. Yeah, Thomas, well, we can ignore that all we want, but when we wake up all of a sudden and we can't go to work, then what? Yeah, people need to open their eyes. I just hear that there's going to be a rally tomorrow at the Denver Capitol from 2 to 4 saying, open up our state. And I'm sure everyone is going to be practicing social distancing. When I first heard about this rally, hey, Northern Corruption, how you doing? When I first heard about this rally, I thought it would be really fun to make a 6-foot hula hoop skirt and wear that, right? Give myself 6 foot of distance, of diameter distance. That'd be cute, wouldn't it? I'm not much of a rally person, but this kind of rally kind of excites me because it's just a whole level of civil disobedience. Yeah, something is way fishy. We're being lied to. You like the stories of the mass graves that they're having to dig in New York? That they're claiming they're having to dig in New York? I haven't even really, I've just, I look at this stuff and people are talking about it on Facebook or... There are that many people in New York that have died without family that they're going to allow the government to dig a mass grave with a tractor and just dump their loved one's body in a mass grave. Right. Government bullshit every single day. Every single day. I was arguing a lot of it with people for a while, and now I'm just, it took me about 2 weeks to do some research and look at things and see what was going on, and have people, it's eyes, it's, you put your eyes on it, that's when you know what's up. So we know what's up. And so because, you know, a lot of people couldn't have Easter service today, you know, the church is complying, I just thought this would be some good worship that we could do out here. I got a great friend, she comes out here and he does a lot for the homeless in ministry. He's a good dude. He's very interesting, and they need it. They need it. It's kind of a tough love ministry, and he's awesome. He's the one that helped take a couple of them. So I have got to, I think I have got to go find me a rest stop. Yeah. And I need to deliver the rest of this food. We got a lot of food, so I know there's more people that want this food. So I'm gonna go do that, but I just wanted to say hi and happy Easter to everyone and let you know that I'm still out here. I just been really busy just being out here talking to people and learning. All right, well, you guys take care, and maybe I'll do another live stream. Yeah, I was glad to do it. Thank you for noticing that I can pull a lot of good people together real quick. I got a phone call, so I gotta go, but we'll talk more later. All right, guys, happy Easter.